Political analyst Jason Whiteley, co-host of the podcast Y'all-itics and the host of Inside Texas Politics, seen here each week. Jason, got to ask you about this. Donald Trump holding a Save America rally in Nueces County this weekend. Now, Governor Greg Abbott has said that he'll be out of state. However, Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick and Attorney General Ken Paxton both slated to speak. In light of the former president's recent legal troubles, is this still a winning formula for Republicans?
Yeah, Mike, there's still no one more popular to the Republican base than Donald Trump. It's really interesting that Governor Abbott's not going to be there just with a couple of weeks before the election. That tells you something. It should tell you something that something is going on there. Patrick and Paxton, they really need to be there to fire up their base. Why Abbott's not there, the campaign strategy behind that is a little less clear. Look, at the end of the day, here we are going into early voting on Monday. You have Republicans leading every single poll that's out there, but they are single-digit leads. And if you've been around Texas for 10 minutes, that's the closest that any Democrat has been in more than 20 years.
Absolutely. And of course, you mentioned early voting there. We are just a few days away from that. Any surprises that you're seeing, or maybe things that we should be looking for, particularly in the race for governor?
Yeah, there's one thing that I'm really going to watch for on Monday or Tuesday, probably Tuesday when these numbers come out, the turnout. That's one of the biggest things that will tell you kind of what's going on there. If the turnout after day one on Monday is going to be larger than it has been in recent years, that's good for the Democrats because there's more than 1 million new voters out there since 2020. If the turnout's about the same, which a lot of people expect it to be, that's good for Republicans. Counties release these numbers every day, just the number of people who go vote, not who they actually vote for. You have to wait till election night to 7:01 until those results are actually released. But when those numbers come out about how many show up on day one on Monday, how many show up Tuesday, how many show up Wednesday, you'll get an idea of kind of what to expect on election night, Mike.
All right, Jason, we do look forward to talking with you again, sir. Thanks for the time. Remember, you can watch Inside Texas Politics right here on KIII every Sunday morning at 5.